Please clap it up for Tammy Williams.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I'm Tammy.
Tammy.
I used to be called ugly. Friends used to ask me, Tammy, what was the look on your face when people called you ugly? Gotta tell you, it wasn't pretty. Now for me, being ugly wasn't a bad thing. In fact, it was very good for God's business. Because when people looked at my face, it scared the hell out of them. Yeah. I went to a priest once and said, Father, I'm so vain. All I can think of is how my face would look pretty with makeup on. Would that be a sin? He said, my child, for you, that wouldn't be a sin. That would be a miracle. Recently, one of my nieces put makeup on me. Afterwards, I was texting her, thank you for the wonderful makeup job. My phone corrected me and texted, thank you for the needful makeup job. Gotta tell you, when your own cell phone recognizes how bad you look, you know there's a problem. My guess is it saw me on FaceTime and sent out an SOS. Now that's a smartphone.
Okay.
Because I was ugly, my friend set me up on a blind date. We did hit it off and started dating until he got his sight back. Then he didn't want to see me anymore. I'm short. I'm 4'4". My husband was 5'11". When he said he was going home to the little woman, he wasn't kidding. I'm so short I have to stand on a ladder to reach a decision. Yeah? And let's talk about my background. I'm Italian. My father was an Italian immigrant, so there was some miscommunication. For instance, one night I was going to a Halloween party. I came downstairs, and my father was within earshot of me. I saw that I had a hole in my pantyhose, so I said, oh man, I gotta run. My father said, you gotta run? And where you gotta run to now? Another time, my family and I went to my aunt and uncle's house for dinner. They were from Italy. My father and my uncle were talking about bathing suits. Well, somewhere in the course of the conversation, my father started talking about false teeth, but my uncle thought they were still talking about bathing suits. So my father says to my uncle, you know, in the summer times I go without my bottoms. He said, you go without your bottoms? He said, yes, and sometimes my wife goes without her top and her bottoms. My uncle said, let's go for a swim. I was talking to someone and my aunt was listening. She said to me, Tamra, you speak the good English. I'm not speaking the good English. I wish I did. I said, no, Zia, I speak slang. I don't speak good English. That's grammar. She said, grammar. Oh, you grandma, how is she?
I got it. That was good.
Speaking of Italians, my husband told me when he was younger, he and his friends used to make fun of the Italian kids next door, calling them guineas. I said, really? Well, you do know, with your being half Italian and half Irish, and mine being 100% Italian and tiny, if we had any kids, they'd be mini McGuineas. And my husband was a character. We were stopped at a red light, and he was looking at a woman walking across the street. So I decided I'd tease him. I said, I like that woman, do ya? He said, no, I was just checking out her jeans to see if they'd fit you. I said, really? What were they, Jordache jeans? And then I said to him, and how does that work? You squeeze her ass and her boobs to see if they're the right fit? Maybe I should go to a guy, squeeze his cock, and say, does this come in a bigger size?
Yes, it is.
And my husband used to be a basketball player in high school. The great thing about marrying a basketball player is he was a slam dunk in the bedroom because he was really good at penetration. Yep. That's right. You're kidding. And he always got it in, with an assist, of course. Yep, my husband was a Kobe Bryant of pussy. Thank you. Canada.
One more time for Tammy, everybody. Clap it up for her.